Oh, okay. So that's how it goes. I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah, but I am back. What's up, y'all? I'm here. Dime Aki. I had to go get my children and then pretty much get them ready to go somewhere else. And I'm in another sweatshirt. I had to come back home and pretty much take a shower and switch up because it's just so hot out there. It's like, yeah, I'm just melting like an ice cream. So yeah, it's hot out there, you know. It's beautiful, but it's super hot. So no, thank you, no, thank you. I'm in the house. But pretty much, I was just talking about. I was talking about Leo, and I was talking about Leo because it's Leo season, and then I was talking about its opposite sign, Aquarius, as well. So pretty much what I was saying is like, how one can tap in to the other sign. Aquarius can tap in to Leo more emotional side because we all know Aquarius, they're usually very detached. It's just kind of like part of their nature, like things don't really bother them, like they just kind of like keep it moving. But Leo is a little opposite. Even though it's fire, to me Leo is like the most emotional fire sign, to be honest. It's really the most emotional fire sign. And it represents the heart. So yeah. And then I was also stating about like when it comes to like creativity and things like that, like how Aquarius can tap into Leo's creativity because they have it in them, It's just at the polarity is at the opposite end. You just gotta tap into that energy. But, they can do that as well. Aquarius is air. So air is logic. So like what slows them up and what prevents them from like maybe expressing their creative side the way that they want to is the fact that and when you in here, it's kind of hard to express, you know what I mean? It's kind of like creative. It's kind of hard to express yourself creatively, so that's what some Aquarius have hard times doing that hasn't really like tapped in to their true form yet. And with Leo, Leo is kind of like it's already like a fire sign, and how Leo can know, like, tap into that knowing, versus like having to like be affirmed or whatever, but just tapping into that knowing. And knowing also that when it does reach a certain like social status and is on like a certain platform, that okay, it's not just all about me. I need to like spread this, like how Aquarius would do. So like that's pretty much like what I was talking about with Aquarius and Leos. Leos, like me having that moon, like Leos, we love to dance. We love to dance. Like I can say this is a sign that's gonna dance and it's gonna perform for you, because baby, we gonna put on a performance for you. Like that's just like us, you know what I mean? So like a Leo and their music, and you turn that music on and they start dancing, what? You gonna see a whole nother side. Like that's just that Leo energy. That's that Leo energy. But I know I said this so many times, like astrology is really something that I love. It's something that resonates with me. I've been able to like heal certain parts of myself through astrology, through looking at my birth chart. You can heal. You can really heal. That's why I'm saying, like, if I don't know if I would necessarily get into the business of being like a psychologist or like being like a therapist or something like that. But you can heal if you know astrology and shit like that. you can look at your birth chart and heal yourself. And you know, you really can, because your sun, that tells you your relationship with your father. Your moon kind of tells you, or like your father, or like the masculine, whatever energy that was like very like masculine, that gave off that energy. Or like your moon, that kind of tells you your relationship with your mother. So like people, like for a lot of people that maybe that have been adopted and they don't really know like anything like about their parents, go look at your chart. I bet you it'll tell you something about them. You can decode it, and it's just so beautiful. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, you know, it makes sense when you read it. You be like, damn, this is me all day, and it just helps you to really understand yourself on a deeper level. And you be like, well, damn, why do I think like this? Why do I think like that? Go check out your damn birth chart. Go see what your moon like. Go see what's affecting you. Go see if your moon is not in the best placement. If you just an thinker and over worrier, and you got anxiety, baby, maybe your moon is in Virgo. I know a little something about that, because I got my moon. My moon is in the 6th house. It's in Leo, but it's in the 6th house. So yeah, I know a little something about it. But it'll let you know that as well. Your Saturn, to me, that's Capricorn. Saturn rules over Capricorn. And I don't know, a lot of people like to put Saturn as like that grandpa energy. I'm still kind of like in between with it, because I ain't gonna lie, Saturn gives me big mama energy. It gives me that bad bitch type energy. That bitch that you see that got that suitcase, that suitcase with her suit on, with her motherfucking shades on. Bitch, I don't see nobody, I'm about my business type energy. That's Saturn. But there you can learn about your grandpa, or like the masculine type energy that played that role, your grandpa or whatever. You can learn more about your dad there as well. So like different houses shows you different things. Jupiter, you can learn more about your grandparents there. That, you know, the expansion, you can learn more about that. So, you know, if you lazy or something like that, and you don't know why, you just not even lazy, but you don't even know why, like you maybe not have, like, maybe 1 minute you start something, then you kind of fall off, and then you fall off, like if you're not feeling it or whatever. Maybe your Mars is like in a detriment place, or you don't have a strong Mars placement or something like that. But guess what? If you take a look at your Mars, you'd be like, okay, like for me, I'm not gonna lie, I have Cancer, which is a fall in Mars. And yeah, but it is in the 5th house, which is in Leo, so I got a little backup there. But yeah, it's in Cancer. So with it being in Cancer, it makes me take things to heart. I do take things a little serious. Like, you know, if you say something to me that's not accurate, and if you try to tell me something about myself, and I don't feel like that's accurate, I'm going to correct your ass. Like, no, that's not right, or whatever. And when you have your Mars and Cancer, you kind of act off of your emotions, you know? So like, if it's something that you're not passionate about, if it's something that does not, you know, like for me, my Mars and Cancer, if I don't give a damn about it, it's just not gonna move me. So like, yeah, that's me, and I kind of go off of the way I feel. So like 1 minute, like, oh yeah, I want to go do this, and the next minute I don't, you know. So it kind of puts me like in a moody mood, and then, you know, Mars with Cancer, you do have to watch out. Chris Brown got a Mars in Cancer, and Cardi B got a Mars in Cancer, so that kind of lets you know, like, how he is. If you piss us off enough, yeah, it's over. It is over. It's over. You know what I mean? It may take a minute for us to like maybe get there, but that's it. That is it. It's an explosion. And then, you know, that's when people be like, yeah, you know, so like just looking at your placements, looking at things like that, you know, Like your Venus shows you how you interact with people. It shows you how your relationships and stuff go. It also shows you your beauty and maybe like how you can emphasize that more. Like my Venus in Capricorn in a damn 10th house, which is double cap. So like when it comes to like my love life and stuff like that, I'm for real about it. I don't play about that shit. I'm for real. Like, you know what I mean? No playing at all. So like that's me. But I don't know. I just really love astrology. Like it just lets you know, and it helps you to understand yourself a lot better. And I'm just here to spread the knowledge, because I know that it's something I'm very passionate about. Like when I talk about it and everything, I literally be researching and learning about this stuff all day. Like it's really what I love. It's really what I love. And what else? Let's see here. What's something else I wanted to like just bring up about astrology? And like I know, like I mentioned, like you have like how I mentioned, like, okay, the ninth house and they're more, I'm talking about the energy. Okay, let me go back. I know how I was saying, like how like the ninth house between like the 12th house, they're more like selfless and they may not care about the average stuff that most people care about, that things may not bother them as much as things may bother other people. And most of them are like that, as far as like most Saggies, Capricorns, Aquarius, and Pisces I've dealt with, like they ain't really that sensitive, and I like that shit. They're not really that sensitive. They're kind of like straight to the point or whatever, and you can keep it like that with them too, and they get it. Because I have a lot more of the ninth and up houses in my chart. I don't really have, only houses I have that are like in, let me see, I have the 5th house and I have the 4th house. But the other houses, I don't have no Aries, I don't have no Taurus, I don't have no Gemini. Well, my south node is Gemini because my north node is Sag. I don't have no Gemini. And yeah, I don't have like those, but I do have like one Cancer placement, and that's my Mars, and then Leo or whatever. But yeah, it's not to say like, oh, these people are just like so mature. No, I'm talking about the energy, okay? Because a lot of people are operate at the other end of their zodiac. They don't operate at a lot of people don't evolve into the higher teachings and the higher expressions and the experiences of their zodiac. Sometimes they don't evolve because they hold on to the, oh, I'm a Sag, or I'm a Scorpio, I'm thing, like, eventually the Scorpio is gonna kind of like put this thing up a little bit, but yeah, don't walk around like that. You just evolve. So yeah, it's not to say like if you are an Aries sun or a Taurus sun that, yeah, it's just usually those people are more selfless, you know what I mean? And it's true, we see it play out. Like I've seen it play out. So it's just that the zodiac has different stages to it. And if you really think about it, that's why we say that's why we say, let me make sure I'm saying it right. Even if, like I said, I don't have I lied. I do have Aries. I have it in my house. It's like my vertex. I don't really get it though. I gotta look at that or whatever. So I do have an Aries placement in my house, my vertex or something like that. I don't really understand it though. I have to look more into what that is. It's just something about me being, yeah. Anyways, but what was I saying? It's just that we all go, it's like, even though I don't have a second house, I have a second house. In life, we go through this cycle. You know what I mean? Aries is the baby. We start there. We're supposed to work on who? Us. Me. That. And then, you know, you're out there, you're on the move. You know, then you go into Taurus. And you start to know, like, okay, I'm on Earth. Taurus is the Earth sign. This is Earth. You know, I gotta, you know, make sure I got that money. I gotta get to it. I gotta, you know, build, some foundation. And then it just goes on. And then, you know, you go to the third house, which is what? Gym. And then it's like, you know, you start learning, you start communicating with people around you. So it's like you start networking a little bit. And then you go into the fourth house and, you know, yeah, so it just goes on, and it's a cycle. And then you get to Scorpio and all that stuff that kind of like your ego was in, and all that stuff that you worked on with you. This is where you hit Scorpio stage, and you die to self. And you hit that Phoenix rising, and this is how you get to your Sag, that Sag stage, where you expand, you know, you apply, this is that manifestation stage. You apply what you know, and also the experience. You put that together, and you go out, you expand, you teach people, you inform people, brighten your horizons, you travel, and just things like that. And then Capricorn is when, baby, you building a legacy, honey, you know? So it just really, and then it goes from there. So, and I just think that's beautiful, because it shows you the cycle, you know? So, yeah, I think that's really all that I really wanted to like say right now. But again, it's your girl Dime Aki. I'm here. Hope you still here at the end of this video. And peace and bliss.